underway in Iowa City, and the kickoff will go through the end zone for a touchback, and out we go to the 25-yard line. So the Hawkeyes ready to take the field, and Nathan Stanley ready to try to lead the Hawkeyes up and down the field. Nathan Stanley, first year as a starter for the Hawkeyes, and 22 pass touchdowns this year, just 5 away from the single-season school record held by our BTN colleague Chuck Long.
Yeah, but after you've watched him go this year, Kevin, he has gained some confidence, but his confidence is directly tied to that offensive line.
Easily in motion on first down. Stanley, incomplete, looking for Noah Fant, and the pass jarred away by Jacob Thieneman. There is a wind today, and that's going to bring the wind chill to 34 degrees. The sun finally out. It was cloudy most of the morning and early afternoon, but it is brisk, and that wind's going to be a factor in the pass game today. Yeah, especially the deep balls. And each quarterback is going to have to be able to adjust and adapt in each team. But the biggest thing is, look, these teams, this Iowa team especially, they want to run the football. They want to dominate the ground game, and they're going to get back to it right now. Easily in motion on second down and 10. First carry for Akram Wadley. And Wadley picks up 4 to the 29-yard line. Not an easy task, Matt, to run on a Purdue defense that's one of the most improved defenses in college football. Yeah, I think Nick Holt, the defensive coordinator, has done a fantastic job with this group. And I think as this season has gone on, they have gained confidence, particularly up front and this linebacking core. And they got a good one back in there now. They're at their linebacker. I'm a big fan of TJ McCollum, number 6. That kid's a good football player. Came back last week after missing almost a month. Had 10 tackles in his return to the lineup, almost like he'd never left. Smith-Marset in motion on third down and 6 for the Hawkeyes. Stanley to the air, and that one sailed on him, looking for Easley, and the pass incomplete, and Purdue pitches a 3 and out. Yeah, no, they wanted to go. The ball was there. The ball just took off on Stanley, and he had protection. And so Stanley and Sindelar they're not dissimilar, Kevin. They need to find their rhythms early, and that's what this coaching staff wants to do, try to get some easy throws for him. That one just took off on him. Jackson Anthra back, awaiting the punt. Takes a nice little Iowa spin. I won't call that a roll because that was more of a spin as it dies inside the 40-yard line. Way to put the spin on it, Kevin. Put it at the 33 after the 38-yard punt. And now the Boilermakers going to work right out of the gate. Elijah Sindelar making his way onto the field. Did not practice early in the week. He was nicked up, according to Jeff Brom, but practiced late in the week and coming off a tremendous game, all career highs in attempts, completions, and yardage against Northwestern. And really got into a rhythm last week in that Northwestern game. On first down, the swing pass to DJ Knox out of the backfield, runs into the arms of Josie Jewell, and Jewell with the tackle at the 35, a pickup of 2. Well, we'll be hearing Josie Jewell's name a lot today, just because this is guys as active a tackler as you're going to find in the Big Ten. He's got great instincts. He believes his eyes, and that sounds at home. You go, well, of course he does. No, not everybody does. In fact, that's one of the biggest mistakes young linebackers make. 2nd and 8, and the pass jarred away by Manny Rugumba at the 38-yard line. Rugumba getting the start today. Michael Ojemudia also back there in the secondary. They alternate a little bit. No, Rugumba gets the nod. Not where Purdue wants to be, 3rd and long. They want to be 3rd and 5 or less. This is not a good situation for them here against this young offensive line. See what kind of protection they're going to give. And you saw the struggles on 3rd down all year for this Purdue team. Iowa's sitting in a 2-shell. Looks like they're going to be playing some zone. 3rd and 8. 4-man pressure. Nobody open. Sindelar on the run. He's got some running room, and he's got the first down. Chased out by Rugumba, but a first down for Sindelar. Yeah, Rugumba had to get depth. That's what you do if you're sitting in that zone, and the depth he gave was enough for Sindelar to be able, even nicked up, to be able to pick up this first. The nicked up, that's code for a lot of things, Kevin.
So nicked up can be, almost a broken leg to anywhere to a scratch. It just covers a multitude of things.
Richie Worship earlier in the week was nicked up, and then Lisa got a confirmation that he's out for the rest of the year.
He's done.
That's a nick. On first down, Sindelar with protection, almost intercepted by Jewell.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Jewell. That's instinct right there. And so you get your depth, you get your drop, and then you're reading the quarterback. And once you start to see, sometimes it's just a feel. Sometimes it's just a feel, which he has. He's just going to make that break before that ball even took off. That's just, you either have that or you don't have it. Jewell's got it.
Second down and 10 at the 43. Draw play to Knox. And Knox caught from behind at the 46 by Ben Neiman. Third down and 7 now for Purdue.
Hawkeye's defense really is led by those three backers, Neiman, Jewell, and Bauer. All three of them moving on, but all three of them, they play well together. Good communicators to each other. They control the front. That's a good group.
On 3rd and 7. Sindelar under pressure, and he's sacked. A.J. Epinesa, the freshman, 4.5 sacks on the year.
Epinesa just came off that right side, just working one-on-one. You can see him on the top side, just does a nice job, got to the inside. So when you're rushing the passer, you don't want to go on a full guy. You want to get to half a man. So you split that guy, and you try to work to an edge. He worked to the inside edge, was able to get the sack.
26 straight games with at least 1 sack for Iowa. And now pressure on Joe Schopper, and flags are down. Vandenberg with a fair catch at the 17-yard line.
It's either going to be running into or roughing.
It was 4th and 13. If it's roughing, Purdue's going to get new life.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
There you go.
Number 52, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Amani Jones. And the plant leg is what they were looking for here for Joe Schopper as he came down.
Yeah, so watch the bottom legs. Yeah, so it's touched, and they're running into it when it's kind of fully extended, and that's what they're looking for right there.
Nick Neiman was the other Hawkeye there, and here comes Elijah Sindelar back to work again. So Purdue gets a second chance here. From the Iowa 45, first down. Sindelar sprints out, the catch by Jarrett Burgess, and Burgess to the 37-yard line. There's a guy who's been emerging late in the year for this Purdue squad. Jarrett Burgess, 27 years old. The former minor league baseball player with his first catch of the day. And a quick snap. Markel Jones to the edge, and Jones with a first down inside the 35. Today's Auto Owners Insurance Impact players, Matt.
Well, you're going to see Sparks. He's going to have some catches on the outside, or he's going to be a quarterback. Either way, he's going to have an impact. Josie Jewell always has an impact. As Josh Jackson, what kind of a year is he having, Kevin? He's having a phenomenal year. Seven interceptions, 2 last week for pick sixes. He's been on a tear lately.
His last 2 weeks are an incredible year for most players.
Yeah, it's a season.
Sindelar to the sideline. Catch is made by Terry Wright, diving down at the 29 in front of Josh Jackson.
Just watching this offense, look, I'm going to be brutally honest, okay? Purdue is very limited with talent. I think Jeff Brom does a phenomenal job with what he has. He keeps things off balance. He'll take exactly what you give him. He's a really good play caller.
2nd and 5. Sindelar over the middle, and that one's caught for the first down.
And it looked like it was tipped.
It did. Bryson Hopkins kind of caught that wobbler, and it was tipped on its way to Hopkins.
That's Brad Hopkins' son right there. There's the tip.
Brady Reef got his hands on that one. Still able to get it to Bryson Hopkins, who's got 21 catches now in the year.
Meanwhile, they're moving down the field, Kev.
This
is one of those things again. This is Jeff Brom.
Quick slant to Burgess, his second catch at the 13-yard line. Josh Jackson on the stop, 6-yard gain.
That double slant to the side. You clear the first guy, the second guy in. And Jeff Brom's been around it a long time. He is, you know what I love about him? He's got a defensive mentality and he's an offensive guy. He loves good, tough football.
And you know what? He wins in the month of November. He's 11-2 in his career as a head coach in this month. Sindelar fakes to the left, goes back to the right, and he threw that one away.
That wasn't bad by Sindelar, though. He faked inside, looked outside, and then came all the way back and had a shot in the end zone. So he's seeing the field pretty good, which tells you if you're getting to your third read, you've got some time to be able to throw the football.
3rd down and 4. Purdue got second life on the roughing the kicker call on the punt. Now trying to cash in. Draw play, Jones with a hole. And Jones twisting for the first down. Josie Jewell on the stop.
Another nice call. Get him spread out. I think I ran into a couple of Purdue people in the hotel, and they got themselves a real-life coach. That guy he's legit. Hang on to him. You're going to win some games with him.
14th play of this opening possession. And the give on the right wide receiver sweep, and Anthrop going to be tripped up near the 5-yard line. Tackled by Bo Bowers, 2nd and goal.
Now Iowa's got to flex their muscle right here. They're a more talented defense than this offensive group is. So they've got to be able to prove it right here.
Sindelar, the fade to Burgess, and Jackson nearly had another pick.
He almost had an Ohio State pick. One of those one-arm things, just pull him down. Here's the thing with Jackson. Jackson he'll be tight. Now watch, here's the difference. The difference is his length. He's got nice long arms and he's able to go up and make that play. That was good coverage, but he made the play.
3rd down and goal. Sparks, Anthrop, Burgess, the 3 receivers to the top, with DJ Knox next to Elijah Sindelar.
Oh, they got a backer on Knox. This is going to be interesting, and there it is.
Looking that way, Sindelar going to run. Sindelar throwing for Knox, and Knox in the back of the end zone with the touchdown.
And it was exactly what he was looking for. You get to that backside, you have an outside backer sitting on the tight end, and the inside backer has to take him. There's no one else because the safety was sitting on the other side. So Sindelar was very patient, stayed with it, used his feet, and then a nice adjust by Knox on the back of the end zone, and it's 6 quick. Well done.
Can't have a much better.
And once he knows and it's defined, you have to find a way to get open. And if you don't get open, then the defense is going to try to lock on you, and you got to shake them. And he did that.
Ivory Kelly Martin from the 5 for Iowa. Trying to bounce it to the outside, and he'll be caught around the 20-yard line, where the Hawks will go back to work. Down up. Iowa from the 21 on 1st down. Akram Wadley trying to find some running room, and he'll find none. 2nd down as we go back to the touchdown.
Yeah, Kev, so here's what happens. So they're locking this up. That's man-to-man there. Bo Bauer gets locked up on Knox inside. Now they have some help on the inside with Josie Jewell. And so what's going to happen, they're going to play inside out. He gets to the outside. Now here's the difference in the play right there. See his eyes? He's looking back at the quarterback. That's the difference. That hesitation is the difference between an incompletion and a touchdown.
2nd down and 11 with Noah Fant in motion. Off play action. Stanley wide open, and a 1st down at the 37-yard line is TJ Hawkinson.
Nicely done by Stanley. Really well done. So he feels the pressure. He knows he's going to get hit, but he stands right in there. And this is what he looked like in the Ohio State game. Hawkinson, of course, just running that crossing route and just waiting for that ball to be delivered. But nice protection, stayed in, balls downfield where it's supposed to be.
Tight ends have been a big part of the passing game for the Hawkeyes this year. Hawkinson now 21 catches. Noah Fant has 23. And some movement on the right side of the line. It's going to cost the Hawkeyes 5.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Tristan Wirfs as we check out our Auto Owners Insurance Impact players.
Well, anytime you start talking about the rushing game or the Iowa offense, you got to talk about Akram Wadley. He has just been tremendous this last 2 years. Noah Fant is a guy who's really coming on and really like what he's doing. TJ McCollum, I think that's one of the most underrated players in the Big Ten. I think he's had a really, really good year. He's been hurt, but he knows how to play backup.
The grad transfer from Western Kentucky came over with his coaching staff. Akram Wadley runs right into the arms of Marcus Bailey, who hit him high and drove him back at the 33.
You know, interestingly, that's a nice shot there by Bailey. But right now, there's TJ McCollum is going against a really, really good center in James Daniels. James Daniels, I think, is going to be a high pick. I think he's as good as there is out there as a center. And this is a nice little battle within a battle. McCollum and Daniels.
2nd down and 13 at the 33. 3-step drop for Stanley, airing it for Vandenberg down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Excellent coverage by DeJuan Hunt, blanketing Matt Vandenberg.
It sets up this 3rd and long, which is where Iowa doesn't want to be. One thing about this Purdue defense, the one thing that they really could use, Nick Holder, the coordinator, they don't really have a bona fide pass rusher. So he has to try to create one and create situations. And it's not easy to do when you're going against the Big Ten offensive lines.
Hawkeyes 0 for their last 14 on 3rd down.
So see what he's doing. So he's giving you extra numbers, so they have to account for everybody, and then they'll have to sort them out as they come. And here they come.
Pressure coming, and Stanley is buried. Antoine Miles with his first sack of the year. The senior pouncing on Nathan Stanley to end the Iowa drive.
So he's pouncing easily because why? Nobody picks him up. They're going to see him at the end of the line. So you have all these guys on the inside in here, and they have to try to account for everybody. And he doesn't do it. The tackle on the outside feints there. He just looks back inside, and you got a free blocker. That is completely on the coaching staff.
Short punt. Anthrop says get out of the way, and it's going to die right near midfield. Purdue is going to have that.
They should put a crown on his head.
And on 3rd and short, Markel Jones able to squeeze through an opening to get the first down to the 40-yard line. And Indiana, by the way, on its way to an easy win, it looks like, over Rutgers in that weather-delayed game. So that game will be not only for the old Oak and Bucket, but it will be for bowl eligibility for one of those 2 schools with 2 first-year coaches.
Both have done excellent jobs. Both of them put their teams in a position to obviously to get in that spot. But this guy here, I think this guy's special.
The ruling on the field is a first down. That plays under further review.
So they're going to look at this one to see if he was able to get to the 40-yard line, which is where he needed to be for the first down.
Yeah, that was all Markel Jones. I mean, it was just power at the end. He just kept on bullying his way through. It looks from here that he's got it, but I'm only about 300 feet away, so. Well, just watch him finish. It's called finishing a run right here. He just keeps on powering.
And look where the ball was, Matt, in his left arm as he leaned forward.
Right.
Twists here, but the arm is right at the 40-yard line.
I should say correct, not right. Because you said left.
Left.
Correct?
Up.
Markel Jones has been this kind of a back all season long. He's just a fighter. To me, that looks like he's got the first. When he dropped down there, it was on that same spot, right on top of that line. Of course, you have to see if the knee was down before that, or where the ball was when the knee was down.
We've seen it this year. It's so hard, Matt, to determine a spot and an overturn.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. First down, Purdue.
And Purdue is 4 for 5 today on third down, Matt. This is a team that has struggled all year long on third, but they were 7 of 19 last week, and today 4 of 5.
You know, the interesting thing for me with this Purdue team, and we've had them a couple times, there are times when you look at them and you go, this is a pretty darn good team. Then there's other times, and it's a new program, just inconsistent. You got a lot of young guys playing.
Sindelar breaking a tackle is Terry Wright as we go to Chicago and check in with Rick Pizzo for a studio update.
Terry Wright.
Oof.
That'll be 60-0 at half. That's brutal.
Ohio State may have something to prove today. Markel Jones met in the backfield by Cedric Lattimore, and then his teammates come over to help him out. Stay connected with BTN across every platform and get access to exclusive video content. Like, follow, share BTN. I feel like I said that in a commanding voice. Maybe I'll just say it nicer. Like, Matt, follow, share.
You put a question mark in that one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to share. Sindelar, what a catch and what a throw. All kinds of traffic to the 24-yard line. He stopped on a dime, Matt, and fired back across the middle to Jarrett Burgess.
He needs to be nicked up every week. Because if this is nicked up, this is on. This kid is throwing the ball really well. He's seeing the field, and he's putting that ball in really tight spots.
Yeah, Bo Bauer was right there, but Sindelar 9 of 13 for 54 yards and a touchdown to start. And another conversion on third down for Purdue. Inside screen, Jewell, and then Josie Jewell said, "You are not catching that."
I love this stuff. Way to go, Josie. That guy, hey, nice job by Wright, too. Held on to the ball, knows what he's getting into. He knows his face is going right into a backer. No, he didn't hold on to the ball. Sorry about that. Yeah. You don't get to see much of that anymore in football. They don't let you hit anybody anymore.
But that was a good, clean hit.
Way to go, Josie Jewell. The outlaw Josie Jewell.
2nd and 10 at the 24. Pressure coming from Jewell, and Jewell with a sack. A big hit and a bigger sack for Josie Jewell.
Dying ain't much of a living. Where's my Jewell? There he is, right in here. He's coming on a blitz. Nobody accounts for him. There's one thing to come on a blitz. There's another thing to make sure you get what you're aiming for. Jewell does just that.
5 tackles and a sack in the first quarter on senior day. Pressure again. Sindelar hit, incomplete. Sindelar with the heat from Parker Hesse got rid of it. It is 4th down and 21 at the Iowa 35. And so far the Purdue offense staying on the field as they're stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, they got to kick it. Josie Jewell. Josie Jewell has been making plays like that for 4 years. He's been consistent with it the whole time. He's an All-American. He's exactly what you want running your defense. He's smart. He's into it. He's everything you want. Good kid.
Shopper to punt. Trying to pin the Hawkeyes deep, and Vandenberg with a fair catch at the 14-yard line. 7-0. Purdue with the lead.
At the end of the first quarter has become one of the greatest traditions in college football. I'll be inside here in the next minute or so.
So cool to watch it from the outside. I can't imagine watching the kids as they see it from the inside. Lisa's the lucky one today. James Butler, his first carry of the day, and Butler works his way to the 17-yard line and pick up a 3. Jawan Bentley on the stop.
Yeah, Bentley made the stop, but Bailey made the play. Marcus Bailey, he hit that lead blocker and stuffed him right in the hole. That's exactly how you're supposed to play defense. That's nice stuff. Well, I appreciate that.
2nd down and 7. Drake Kulik, that lead blocker. James Butler, the running back. Stanley on 2nd down. Butler again with a hole. Butler sheds a tackle. Little hesitation by Butler, and Butler out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He picks up 25 on the scamper. Danny Izichukwu had a shot at him, but couldn't pull him down. And that is the end of the first quarter of play in Iowa City, with Purdue enjoying a 7-0 lead. And it is time for today's Dr. Pepper craveable moment, and this is the best tradition going right now in college football. It's the wave. Everybody waving in the stands, everybody waving on the field, both teams waving up to the Children's Hospital. Lisa Byington is in there with the kids and their families as everybody waves here in Iowa City. Great to see those families and all the smiles.
That's awesome, Kev.
It started with a Facebook post from a Hawkeye fan. It's turned into one of the best things going in college football. Big run from James Butler, who stays in as the running back on 1st down and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Butler the carry once more. Butler down at the 45-yard line as we go down to Chicago. Check in with Rick Beaso. Rick, thanks so much. Saquon Barkley looking for a big day to keep his name in the mix for the Heisman.
I think that train sailed, but he's still the best running back I've seen.
On 2nd and 8, here's Noah Fant. And Fant with a 1st down into Purdue territory at the 45.
Nice play call by Brian Ferentz, their offensive coordinator. A little bit of misdirection. Fant's a guy that really is going to have a really bright future. I mean, he has a really bright future. He runs well. He's got good size. He's still learning the position. He can be a good blocker. He's good down the field. This is a kid to keep your eyes on here in the next couple of years. Kind of on the skinny side right now, but he'll fill out.
Athletic sophomore out of Omaha, and the give to Butler, who has a hole with a flag down behind the play. Butler down to the Purdue 34-yard line. Jalen Robinson on the stop. This one may be coming back. TJ Hawkinson was right where the flag was thrown.
Personal foul. Chop block. Offense. Number 87.
That's Noah Fant.
86.
86,
15-yard
87.
penalty.
What's the difference?
First, 2nd down.
I think our official just got there at the point. He's like 87. Yeah, so here's 87 down here. Let's take a look what he does.
And then
that's not it.
86 at the top, right there. Boy.
Yeah. Well, they saw it someplace, and we didn't see it. Regardless, it came back.
So a penalty takes it back to the Iowa 40, and now 1st and 25 for the Hawkeyes. Stanley on 1st down. What a catch! Inside the 40 is Nick Easley with the fingertip grab. Navon Mosley on the stop after a 21-yard pickup. on a flag down in the backfield again.
That was a nice hit. He just picked that thing right out of the air, Kevin. That's the way you're supposed to pluck a ball. But Stanley put some heat on that thing. That thing was, you can see a difference in him. But we had him at the beginning of the year to now, there's a big difference.
A little delay in the call here.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 11. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
That's
Automatic
Miles.
first down.
Antoine Miles, you saw him have the sack. You're going to see him down here, number 11. Down here, you're going to watch him. Oh, he's coming off into a, I'd say it's just maybe removing his helmet. That was not so much hands to the face.
And since it was the helmet coming off at the behest of another player on the opposite side, he doesn't have to leave the game.
I don't know if he knows what behest means, but there's a flag.
So now 1st and 10 at the 24. Butler caught in the backfield. Good play made, knifing in to make the stop was Jacob Thieneman.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that exactly what they did. They're loading the box. I mean, they're daring Iowa to throw the football. Thieneman, you're going to watch him. He's going to walk all the way down up inside. So he's always, they're playing 9 men up front, 10 men up front. So you can't account for everybody. If Thieneman's the guy who's clear, you better make the tackle. Well done.
2nd and 11 at the 25. Butler the single back. Stanley to throw. And that one through the hands of Butler and incomplete. Eddie Wilson with a little bit of late pressure up the middle, but it's 3rd down.
Eddie Wilson, Kevin, you and I liked him when we watched his tape early in the season. And he's kind of, he's kind of slowed down a little bit, but he's got some skills. His first 2 steps off the ball are special good. If he can develop the rest of his game, that's a player in the making.
Junior out of Pontiac, Michigan, backing up Lorenzo Neal. Both of those guys see a ton of time in the middle of that defensive line. 3rd down and 11, both Wadley and Butler in the backfield. Pressure coming. Stanley in trouble. Stanley is sacked, and it's Eddie Wilson. We were just talking about him, and for the 2nd time today, Purdue gets to Nathan Stanley.
And he's able to come on. His get off was perfect, and then he was able to redirect. You're going to watch him here on the inside. There's no number 7. Really well done. See, just it's like a kind of a whirling dervish. Once you get started, don't stop. Work to an edge. One side's taken, get to the other side. Really well done by Wilson.
And on 4th and 20, the Hawkeyes line up to go.
He may punt it right here.
And he does. Stanley with a good kick, and the coverage is there as well. Purdue going to start inside their own 2.
They're okay.
Sparks in motion on 1st down. The give to Knox, and not much running room as Neiman is there, the first man to get there. No, but before the college football playoff, of course, Saturday, December 2nd, the champions of the East and West divisions collide in Indianapolis for the conference's ultimate prize. Don't miss the 2017 Big Ten Football Championship game presented by Discover. Saturday, December 2nd, it's only on Fox. And we know that if Ohio State hangs on to beat Illinois today, thanks to the Michigan loss, our matchup will be set. It will be Wisconsin and Ohio State. 2nd and 10, Sindelar pumps, Sindelar sacked, it's a safety! Nathan Bujita on senior day with a safety to get the Hawkeyes on the board.
And the pump was because of coverage. So Bujita should turn around and be happy with his safety because his coverage down the field was where it was supposed to be.
A couple of games, they've scored 16 points all by their defense. The first safety since last November against Michigan for Iowa.
There's Reese Morgan, their defensive line coach. He does a really good job with this defensive line. Has for some time. And doesn't get a ton of really talented guys. The guys he gets, though, are always fundamentally sound, tough, and they always play at the next level. They're just good, tough kids. Kind of like Iowa wrestling. Same old stuff.
10:44 in the second quarter. For those who have Matt mentioning wrestling in the pool as you play along at home, it's BTN bingo. And the kickoff out of bounds on the free kick.
Did I mention that was a lousy kick, Kevin? Jeez.
Iowa defense, man.
Yeah, Iowa defense has come out and they've been smoking. Josie Jewell has been what Josie Jewell is supposed to be. And then, you got to have some pressure, so here comes Nelson from the other side. Budget on the inside, and Jackson on the back, almost with another pick. Jewell's going to just show you again what he's all about. And this last one here was Budget and the sack. I didn't see the number of the safety. He had a great job in coverage, but they're playing really good team defense right now, and that's exactly what they need to be doing.
Safety, 3 sacks, 5 pass breakups, and now after the free kick going out of bounds, Hawks start at the 50-yard line. Akram Wadley back in at running back. Wadley with a little bit of a crease, turns it into a bigger crease, and caught by Thieneman at the 35-yard line. 15 yards for Akram Wadley, and a first down for Iowa.
Nice job there by Tristan Wirfs, number 74. Your right tackle does a nice job getting up to second level. See how he gets to the next level? He's able to take that backer and be able to get him to into the third level. And just a young one. I mean, these are young tackles. Just Alaric Jackson, 77, and Wirfs, 74. They're going to be pretty darn good.
Wadley again, and Wadley inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Tristan Wirfs, that freshman right tackle, very strong, terrific shot putter, discus thrower when he was in high school, but the first true freshman to start at tackle under Coach Ferentz.
And there's a lot that goes into that. But the biggest part is from the neck up, Kevin. It's the mental preparation, and it's the mental awareness of knowing that, hey, it's your job, and you got to produce. He has gotten nothing but better the longer he's played, and he'll continue to do that. He's got a really bright future.
Ready to go. The Ike Butker injury kind of opening the door for Tristan Wirfs to come in early. 2nd and 3 at the 28. Here's Akram Wadley again, and Wadley trying to find some running room. Not much there. Wirfs was trying to clear an opening, but Jalen Robinson was there to make the stop.
So one of the things, I want to show you something here in this offensive line. One of the things they do exceptionally well is they all take the same steps. They all work together. Now, Wirfs is getting pushed around a little bit on the inside, but he maintains his balance and stays on top of his block. All you have to do is stay between the blocker and the runner and let the runner pick his poison.
3rd down and 3 at the 28. Brady Ross in at fullback, Akram Wadley the running back. Wadley the carry on 3rd down, leaping for the first to the 25. The lunge by Wadley, flying over Jawan Bentley to move the chains.
Iowa always seems to have an Akram Wadley. Wadley, he started a little bit slow in his career. You could see what he was going to do. Every year he's gotten better. He's reliable, catches the ball well out of the back. He's a next level player. He's, at the very least, he'll be tough on special teams and he'll give you something out of the backfield. They're dropping the safety down, loading the box again. See if they don't go ahead and throw it. They got singled on the outside with a single high safety.
From the 25 on 1st down, and Wadley out of bounds. I want to go back to that leap one more time for the 1st down, because you got to watch Akram Wadley. Look at his eyes. He's going to turn his head to the sideline, Matt, to see where he is going to find. Look at him, peering to the sideline. Am I going to get the 1st down? Is this leap going to get me there in time? Yeah, it will.
Yeah, there's just so many things. You know, Kevin, years ago in NFL Films, we were going to do a project on one play and all the decisions that are made on one play. And that's a great insight as to seeing it. There's so many things you do in the middle of a play. It's astonishing.
2nd and 9 at the 24. Stanley batted down at the line by Lorenzo Neal.
And nicely done by Neal, because Fant was wide open for a 1st down. Fant had beaten his coverage, and it was at about the 15-yard line. Lorenzo Neal, of course, the son of Lorenzo Neal, the big old fullback, is tough as nails, and his son's same way. He has manned that nose spot in there for Purdue all season long. I think he's had a really good season. I know they love him in the inside. Nick Holt, the D coordinator, can't say enough about him.
Ivory Kelly-Martin is the running back. The give is to Smith-Marset. To the edge and upended at the 20-yard line. Really nice job by Thieneman working off his block to make the tackle before Smith-Marset could cut it back inside.
If I can't tell if that's a nice job by Thieneman or Smith-Marset just got confused and ran right into him. What the heck? He didn't make anybody miss.
So now 4th down and 5 at the 20, and the offense staying on the field again. Now the last time they were out on 4th down, Nathan Stanley pooch punted. It's not happening here.
No, it's not happening here. Inside, outside, high, down below. For your coverage.
That's Smith-Marset again in motion. They're 11 of 16 on 4th down this year. Stanley pumps, throws, caught! Vandenberg, 1st and goal.
That was all on Stanley. Kevin, they were going to wait. They were going to bring that double inside move. He was going to hit the second guy. But watch him wait for this window to open. And it's a tiny window. I mean, that is small, man. That is a great throw. And Kirk Ferentz says, my guy's on today.
That was a leap for joy in Kirk Ferentz's world. Those 2 claps of the hands. 1st and goal to 2. Akram Wadley with the carry. Akram Wadley gives the Hawkeyes the lead.
Kevin, they just pounded that right side the entire time. That's trust in a freshman in Wirfs. They went behind him for virtually that whole series.
Racino's on and good with the extra point. Well, it took a little bit of action. Well, they studied it this week. On 2nd down, Sparks on the keep, trying to dance around Bo Bauer, and Anthony Nelson finishes it all.
Speaking of Bo Bauer,
Matt Nelson there as well. Here comes Sindelar.
Josie's Graham.
Yes.
Rosie. Yeah, he's getting a little limp going off, but her favorite players.
Bo Bauer.
Bo Bauer, yeah. How's my Bo doing? I get a kick out of that.
Third and 4 with Sindelar back to work. As time to the air, 1st down to the 39-yard line. Anthony Mahungu. And we mentioned that Sparks was limping off. This is why. Watch the end of this play. Ooh.
Yeah, you get a little bit of bendage. Knees aren't meant to go that way. It's a talented kid. Talented as a receiver. He's got some quarterback skills running the football. We haven't seen him throw.
Toss to the short side for Jones, and Jones runs into Josie Jewell.
Josie Jewell's having himself another Josie Jewell game. Graham's going to be happy. It's the first time he got to see her. She can talk about Bo all she wants, but Josie's having a heck of a game.
8 tackles today. That's 17 straight games with 7 tackles or more. 2nd and 9. Pressure coming, gets rid of it to Mahungu. Mahungu with a 1st down, stretching the midfield. Ragumba on the tackle, and Josie Jewell's been all over the field today for the Hawks.
Well, when you start talking about the Hawks defense, it starts with Josie Jewell. And he's the guy who gets everybody set, but he's also the guy who makes the big play. When this play is supposed to be made, inevitably it almost seems like Josie Jewell's right in the middle of it, and it's no different today.
3 tackles from becoming the 3rd Iowa player with 3 seasons of 115 tackles or more.
A lot of time.
All day to throw. Throws it short. The catch is made by Hopkins, but Hopkins able to get just a yard because Ben Neiman had him right around the knee. 2nd and 9.
So we've been talking, seemingly all the names we're talking about are these linebackers from Iowa.
They're everywhere. Think they won't be missed, those 3 seniors?
It's a really good group. They play well together.
They'll empty it out on 2nd and 9. Sindelar over the middle, caught close to the first down is Bryson Hopkins, and he's got it at the 39 of Iowa.
You have 5 out, you spread it, and you bring somebody to the middle. You always sit somebody over the middle of that center. Sindelar's finding them with ease. When that happens, that means your inside backers are spreading to get to your inside to 2 and 3 on the outside. Somebody's coming over the top.
Good ball game here today, Matt. 9-7 Iowa. Winding our way towards halftime in Iowa City as Sindelar to throw again, and it's caught. Fit it right into Gregory Phillips, and somehow was able to hang on at the 34-yard line.
Kevin, that wasn't even a window. That was a crack. Sindelar's making some really nice, tight throws here today.
We've not seen anything in a deep game, but it's just very short to medium routes.
They don't have anybody to go deep. This is a slow receiving corps. They're not going to beat this secondary.
Anthrop in motion. He'll flip it back to Sindelar. Sindelar under pressure from Jewell, and he'll throw it away. In the area was Mahungu.
At or beyond the line of scrimmage, he has to throw it, and he's got to be outside the tackle box. Now the tackle box,
and there's a flag.
Yeah.
Offense, number two gave up possession of the football, took the ball back. He is not awarded the opportunity to legally ground the football. Loss of down, 3rd down.
And when you give up the football and then get it back, no more grounding. Or able to do it.
Yeah, and so regardless, so he was still inside of it, and he was probably still inside of it. Regardless, it's taken away from him, and the net result is 3rd and 14.
If he throws it a little closer to Mahungu there, it's not going to be grounding because
you have somebody in the area.
Correct.
Instead of throwing it to Bob Fry over there in the 5th round.
I know Bob was here.
Yeah, Bobby's here. Good guy. Good friend of mine.
Rode in with Rosie Jewell.
Yeah. Rosie and Josie, it doesn't get much better than that.
3rd and 14 at the 43. Purdue's been good on 3rd down, but this is a big one. Sindelar short to Hopkins. Flag comes in as Hopkins is down at the 38-yard line. Josie Jewell on the stop.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a pick. Yeah.
He ran right around the pick, trying to find extra yardage.
Did.
Shined a big spotlight right on the pick.
Pass interference, offense, number 88, 15-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
It's Cole Herdman, who was in the midst of picking when his teammate Bryson Hopkins went around him.
You know, if you're an offensive guy, you like to call him rubs. He's got to come all the way here, and this is what you're looking for. So he's just getting in the way so he can take advantage of picking the defender to get him open.
3rd and 29. Sindelar under pressure, throws it short. Jewell bats it away. Kind of surprised they accepted that penalty because Purdue would have punted, but Kirk Ferentz trusting his defense and takes the extra yardage here on the punt.
And that's exactly what it is. And Josie Jewell had himself a chance at a pick. Knocks it away, makes a good play. Great play would have been the pick.
Fair catch made inside the 20-yard line for the Hawkeyes. Rosie Jewell enjoying what she sees from this one.
That's not a high ankle sprain, because that takes a long time.
He had 11 catches last week as well, as easily gets to the sideline and easily down in the arms of Thieneman at the 38-yard line. And that's the real question right now, is what happens if Sindelar cannot go?
They have to have an emergency guy. I mean, they would have that worked out. It could be.
He missed early in practice this week, sat out a day, was nicked up after last week. Pressure coming, and a sack Second time today for Antoine Miles to get to Nathan Stanley, and the third sack overall. Purdue saying they have the football.
Yeah, they're saying it's a loose ball. See what happened at the end of that.
Stanley got blasted, but it belongs to the Hawkeyes, even though you see right there Antoine Miles getting up with the football.
Well, Antoine Miles is going to, you see, nobody blocks him again. And this ball is out. This
really
is
on the field. Second down.
Now,
Iowa.
he did clamp it under his elbow.
And I think Stanley secured it.
He did. I think that's a good call by the officials.
Yep. Once Stanley secures it, he's down.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to look at it again.
The ruling on the field is under further review.
I think that's a good call by the officials, though. So the ball did come free, and it lodged under his elbow, and he clamped down on it. And as he fell, it was still in his possession in the clamp. Not the claw, the clamp. Right there, he's clamping down on that thing with his elbow, and that would be possession.
And the play is over at that point. Once he is down, if he's got clear possession, this is a good angle. Watch it. The ball's loose, but look at that right arm.
Yep, he's got it. Yeah, I've seen balls secured with cheeks, with legs, with ankles, and now with upper arms. The bottom line is it's still possession.
Well, and you didn't even notice it didn't move when he had it under there. This could be a quick review, and they're already done.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Second down, Iowa.
That's good job by the officials.
I think you could have even confirmed that one. That looked like a confirmable call there. But at the very worst, they got it right.
All right, let's do it. It was confirmed.
Thank you.
You feel better now?
I do feel
better.
That's good. Yes. I don't know why they don't just ask us. Second and 18. 9-7 lead for the Hawkeyes. The safety, Budgeter with a sack in the end zone. The difference in this ball game.
There's a two-out homer in the bottom of the third.
Akram Wadley on second and 18 just plunges forward, and that might be the final play of the first half.
A little bit of booage going around.
Yeah, Hawkeye fans don't like that.
To do? Maybe they would prefer throwing a bomb here at the end of the half and take a chance. That doesn't make sense.
Well, they're not going to get that wish if that is their wish, because both teams are headed to the locker room. Halftime is here in Iowa. They have really made this program competitive in a hurry.
Well, that's Jeff. My hat's off to Jeff Brom. I think he has done a terrific job. You know what's impressive? He saw something in Mahungu at half. They came out and they went right after him, and they picked at it, and boom, they got it. That's you normally don't see that in the NCAA. You see that in the NFL a lot. They'll pick on a guy, but I like what he just did there.
Ready to kick it off. You saw the wind causing problems for that ball on the tee. It is a windy late afternoon in Iowa City, and the kickoff through the end zone over the head of Ivory Kelly Martin for the touchback. Tomorrow, catch a triple header of hoops on BTN as Nebraska, second-ranked Michigan State, and Indiana hit the floor for non-conference action. It all starts tomorrow at 2 Eastern, right here on BTN, and as always, streaming live on BTN To Go and Fox Sports Go.
So we're talking about Jeff Brom and the job he's done, but look, I'm a huge Kirk Ferentz fan. And so they're going to get back to doing exactly what they do well. And so what will that be right now? Well, he's going to pound the football, and then he's going to go off his play-action game. But this offensive line came to play. This is the offensive line of 2 weeks ago, not last week.
From the 25 on first down, Akram Wadley, nice cutback, a little jump cut to find yardage to his left, and he picks up nearly 5 before DeJuan Hunt can trip him up. Yeah,
and so anytime you're going to cut back inside, you keep your eyes on James Daniels and what he's doing. Because Daniels is a difference maker, number 78, the center inside. This guy here has tremendous hip. He must have been a good wrestler. He has excellent hips. His hands are good. His first 3 steps are, this is going to be a high pick someplace. But keep your eyes on 78 when you look at this offensive line. He's a difference maker.
Stanley off play action. throws it short and incomplete. Everybody was covered. Excellent coverage by Purdue. They picked up both Hawkinson and Fant, and they picked up our United States Marine Corps leader of the game, senior wide receiver Matt Vandenberg, who not only doing well in the classroom, the two-time academic All-Big Ten, but he does a lot of community service here in Iowa City. Hospital visits, including University Hospital, the local VA hospital. Just a real contributor on and off the field. Our United States Marine Corps leader of the game. 3rd down and 6 at the 29. Smith-Marset in motion. Stanley to throw. Pressure picked up. Smith-Marset on the sideline. Dropped it at the 46-yard line of Purdue. It floated and hung for what seemed like forever. And the freshman couldn't pull it in. And he may be hurt.
His pride's hurt. That's what's hurt. That should have been a caught ball, and he knows it. He's going to go over there and hide for a little bit. And he's okay. The move was perfect. Hit a double move. All he can do is catch the ball. He knows it. As soon as he hits the ground, he knows it. Right there, he knows it.
So the Hawkeyes will punt it away. Rastetter out of bounds.
Jeez.
Bad punt.
Lousy punt.
That's going to be it. And it looks like Michael Ojemudia in at corner. Manny Rugumba, who had some problems last drive, not out there right now. 1st and 10 at midfield. Sindelar going up top. Mahungu there again. And it doesn't matter who's on him. This time Ojemudia. And Mahungu right by him to the 15 of Iowa. 35 yards.
Mahungu did a really good job with that route. So he got Ojemudia back down inside. Watch how he gives it inside. Now he gives the outside the ability to be able to make that throw. And that's the difference in the throw. There was room on the outside, and it was all Mahungu. Really well done.
Knox on the toss. Nowhere to go, and Jewell there to bring him down. Give a little credit as well to Sam Brinks. But here's Anthony Mahungu showing up big.
Well, look, if you have something, you go after it. And Jeff Brom's not afraid to go after. These are the last 4 plays. Here's the touchdown, and then here's the big play right after it. So not afraid to go out and pick at that scab, and you keep picking until it bleeds.
Now it's Matt Hankins, the freshman, trying to cover Mahungu at the top of the screen. Sindelar looking that direction, looking for Mahungu in the end zone. Mahungu's got it. It's a touchdown.
Man, that is awesome. Sindelar just dropped a dime right there, boys. Mahungu ran a good route. The coverage wasn't bad. That ball had to be right in. Look at this throw. Look at the coverage. He's right on top of it. Turn your head. Now, he doesn't turn his head, but yeah, he has control. His feet are in bounds. Mahungu, play number 5 in a row, is touchdown number 2.
Anthony Mahungu, 7 catches, 135 yards, assuming this is good, and it is. Both career highs. Anthony Mahungu is on fire in Iowa City. Dellinger with the extra point, and it's 21-9. The man on the right is Jeff Brom. The man on the left is Anthony Mahungu. The calls from the man on the right have all gone to the man on the left over the last couple of moments.
And the man on the left is happy that his quarterback is dead on. He has made some great throws. The protection's been there. Sindelar was 5 for 5 for 118. 2 touches. Mahungu has been eating up whoever they put over there. They went through 3 corners, Kevin. 3 corners on 3 series, 2 touchdowns.
And the kickoff through the end zone for the touchback. Here's all 5 of the catches for Mahungu. That's corner number 1 trying to work against him, Manny Rugumba. Mahungu working again. That's Rugumba, and that's a touchdown for Mahungu. So now, changing corners. Ojemudia. Nope, that didn't work. Back to Hankins now. Nope. Ojemudia was the second. After Rugumba, then Hankins. Didn't matter. He caught them all.
And if I'm the corners, if I'm coaching secondary, I'm saying get your hands on the receiver and be a little physical with them. Just don't let them run past you.
Off play action, dropped by Vandenberg at the 35-yard line. Second drop in as many passes for the Hawkeyes. Here's today's Eat Street's fastest delivery in the last 2 drives. You can't get much faster than Mahungu. 5 catches, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I don't know if you noticed, but Mahungu is 5 catches real fast. That's what that means.
Yes, it does. Native of Paris, France, making himself quite at home here in the heartland. Butler, not much running room there because Jawan Bentley is there, and boy, is momentum wearing white jerseys right now, man.
Yes, it is. And so is the confidence factor. You can see it with this group. And Nick Holt's feeling it over there. Seemingly every call he's dialing up is working right now. Stanley needs to make a big play here. He's been pretty accurate with his football today. He's got a time in this 3rd down to come up with a big play.
0 for 3 in this second half, though, for Nathan Stanley. 2 of those have been drops. And Stanley going to keep it, and Stanley is buried by Jawan Bentley, who drove right through his opposite number.
That call I did not like at all. So that one I didn't get. But I'll tell you who did like it, Jawan Bentley. He read that thing fast, and as soon as he saw it, he went, go get himself a quarterback. There's Nick Holt.
Been doing this a long time, is Nick Holt. His enthusiasm has not diminished.
How about it?
And another bad punt. Bounces at the 45 of Iowa, and it dies at the 47, and the crowd unhappy.
Kevin, that's maybe the 3 lousiest punts I've seen all season long, all from Iowa.
20 yards for Colton Rastetter. Wisconsin football team has found success on the gridiron this season. Now they face their toughest test yet. Pictionary against Mike Hall. Don't miss Sportslight with Mike Hall, Wednesday, 11:30 Eastern, right here on BTN.
LeVar Woods is a special teams coach for Iowa, and I know he can't be happy because I know him as a coach. That's a good coach. There, get that foot straight back.
Sindelar to the air, this time to the opposite sideline, looking for Burgess. Good coverage from Matt Hankins. Second down for Purdue at the Iowa 46-yard line. And
see Mahungu up there? Look who's across from him.
Joshua Jackson.
Yeah, okay.
That seems like a better idea.
How about it? How about it? Oh, you want to keep picking at that scab? Yeah, we'll give you a Band-Aid.
Yeah, that'll stop the bleeding quick. 2nd and 10 at the 46.
I like it. I like walk right up on him, get your hands on him.
Sindelar to the sideline. Anthrop trying to adjust. He couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, better throw. It could have been a first down. There was no one out there. But I do like the adjustment here on the defensive side.
Trying to pull it in.
Yeah, he dropped it. Good job.
Good look again by our crew. Boy, we've had some terrific looks today. You could see the field turf pellets jumping up as that one skipped off the turf.
Here's the matchup up top that they were taking advantage of. Phil Parker, the defensive coordinator, made a nice adjustment and put Jackson on top of him.
And a draw play to Jones. Markel Jones powering his way forward short of the first down.
Nice power, though, man. He ran behind his pads. That safety came down tough, too. It's been a good, tough football game.
Miles Taylor was the guy who provided the punch at the end of this. Big hit.
Nice hit.
So now 4th down and 3 at the 39, and that's the offense still out on the field for Purdue.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
Never mind.
Now, I will mention there have been 3 fake punts this year for Purdue. Joe Shopper is 1 for 1 as a passer.
A little bit. Trust him.
on first down. Wadley with the carry. Wadley to the sideline, and he darts out of bounds at the 20-yard line, chased out by Ja'Whaun Bentley. Little collision over there as Wadley got deep on that Purdue sideline. Second down and 3. Wadley trying to get it going a little bit. He's got 56 rush yards and 13 carries. Had 170 yards against Purdue last season. Wadley again, and Wadley trying to fight for the first down. He's short at the 22. Jalen Robinson, Ja'Whaun Bentley with the tackle, now third down.
So they're gonna, he's saying, look, my offensive line, the game's close enough, we can handle it. We're just gonna pound the football. He's getting to third and short, that's what he wants to do anyway. He's trusting his offensive line is what he's doing.
One for 7 on third. Play action. Stanley gonna run for it. And he's got the first down. Jacob Thieneman stood in front of him, blocked his path any further, but the crowd with a big round of applause for the first down.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little impatient.
There's a lot of football left in this game. This is far from over. Here's Wadley on first down. Nice little move to miss Izichukwu in the backfield. Watch Big Ten football wherever you are with BTN to go and Fox Sports Go, and never miss a thing all season long. Available in the App Store and Google Play.
Kevin, that's what the really good running backs do, what you just said, that little step. I mean, it's seemingly nothing, but he's able to set him up to the outside, just take that little step back to the inside, make him miss, and sets up this second and about 6 or so.
From the 31 on 2nd and 6, Wadley to the edge, got a block, and then Wadley down at the 33, a pickup of 2. DeJuan Hunt with the tackle, and Iowa not afraid to rely on their run game, their patient offense right now, trying to get it going.
Yeah, and so eventually he's going to have to come off with some play action stuff. Now still it's third down here. This means he's going to be throwing a lot underneath stuff. Look for the tight ends or a double slant or something like that. Look for the tight ends to the middle of the field. Let's see if they got split the safeties. Yeah, see if they don't work inside.
Both Fant and Hawkinson at the bottom of the offensive line. Now Fant in motion. Third down, and we've got a whistle, and a flag is down. 3rd and 4.
Timeout.
But a timeout first. Iowa using their first timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds in Iowa City. 6:33 remaining in the third. Purdue 21, Iowa 9. Alongside Matt Millen, making friends everywhere he goes. I'm Kevin Kugler. They do.
I tell you, they love me.
Lisa Byington with us on the field. 6:33 to go in the third. Mike Pereira's with us in our studios in Los Angeles, but we have not needed to pick the brain of Mike Pereira. He has chimed in from time to time with his opinions from the studios, but you just have not heard them. But trust me, he's been right every time tonight. 3rd down and 4 at the 33. Stanley on 3rd and 4, has time, throws for the sideline, and he's got his tight end, TJ Hawkinson, for the first down.
Yeah, that's well done. It's well done on a couple levels. First of all, good protection. He had a lot of time to be able to sit, and because he was able to sit, you can let that develop to the outside, Kev. That was a levels pass. You're trying to draw up the underneath coverage to get behind him with the tight end, and Hawkinson does just that.
So another conversion and another first down for Iowa. Hawkeyes at their 44. Off play action. Stanley will roll and throw on the run. Hawkinson again, and Hawkinson picks up 6 to midfield. McCollum on the stop. But Iowa's starting to generate a little something here, Matt, with this patient, methodical Hawkeye offense.
But it all starts with that running game first. Draw them up. So they want that line of scrimmage packed tight. And that's what they're doing. And so once you get them packed up tight, now we're going to start. Now we'll loosen you up a little bit with some pass patterns.
On second down, Wadley, first down to the Purdue 45-yard line. Robinson with the tackle, but the Hawkeyes move the sticks again.
And the crowd's getting saying, okay, now we're finally doing a little bit of something. They're getting after him pretty good. This offensive line's trying to establish itself a little bit.
Saw this from Wisconsin against Michigan today, Matt. They played stalemate early.
Yep.
Wisconsin just wore them down. First time across midfield in the second half for the Hawkeyes as they line it up at the 45 of Purdue. Wadley upended as he gets to the middle of the field at the 43. Izuchukwu tripped him up. 7 runs, 2 passes. Brian Ferentz going with his bread and butter, Matt, which is that run game and that strong offensive line.
Yeah, and you want to establish them. And if you lose something, you lose a little bit, you go, look, let's get back to what we do. What are we? What are we? We are a run-first team. Let's get back to it.
Second down and 8. Play action, pressure coming. Stanley in trouble, and Stanley is sacked. Marcus Bailey right on top of Nathan Stanley.
That has been the 3rd time today that that's happened. Yeah, so you can see they just have let him go. They're going to block down on the inside. Looks like the tight end's going to clown on a route anyway. And he's just come clean. Bailey's come clean. And then earlier, Antoine Miles had 2 sacks for the same thing, Kev. Nobody touched him. He came clean. 3 sacks out of the same position. That's got to get cleaned up.
And 4 sacks in all as the snap goes behind Stanley. Picks it up and fires down the sideline. Incomplete with DeJuan Hunt getting a hand on it.
That is really smart right there by Stanley. To have the wherewithal, he had the understanding, look, I have some time to be able to get rid of the ball. And so this happened a week ago. Same exact thing. He wasn't even ready for the ball, and it was snapped. Last week it hit him right in the stomach. This week it goes over his shoulder. But Stanley had the wherewithal to be able to save a lot of yardage by throwing that incompletion.
Here's Rastetter, last 2 punts, 21 and 20. This one a little bit better, and it takes a good roll for Iowa. And an even better hop, and it's going to die inside the 5-yard line. Purdue defense stepping up again, though, to get the stop, a 42-yard punt. Now the Purdue offense deep in their own end. But how about this Purdue defense? You know, you're talking about a group that last year gave up points like it was candy on Halloween. 42.6 points allowed per game in conference play. This year, 19.1, the largest improvement in all of college football since the 01-02 season when Tulane improved in a similar fashion.
You see that guy right there? That was Nick Holt, their D coordinator. He's got a ton to do with it because a lot of defense is attitude.
Sindelar, nobody open, has to throw that one away. He's already been dropped in the end zone once tonight. The safety from Nathan Bujita, and now second down.
Kevin, I learned a long time ago, it's attitude, not aptitude, that determines altitude. Yeah, write that down. Go ahead.
I'm trying to, is that something I feel like I should be solving that on a plane at altitude. Second and 10 at the 5. And the give to the outside, looking for room is Langford Johnson. Brian Langford Johnson tripped up by Bo Bauer after a pickup of about 3.
Nicely done by Bo Bauer from the inside out. Gives him one way to go, sets up this 3rd down. Now, Iowa, in order to capitalize on that punt, has got to get the stop right here.
Purdue's only run for 18 yards today, yet they lead at 21-9.
Mahungu on the top side on Jackson has been a nice fix for this Iowa defense.
Everybody changing it up on 3rd and 7 at the 8. Sindelar with pressure to the sideline, intercepted, picked off by Jake Gervais.
Now they're
saying incomplete.
But
Gervais looking for his 3rd pick of the year, just missed it.
Kevin, That Josh Jackson, by going on top of Mahungu, Sindelar has not even looked to that side. Not at all. He's come back to the other side, which has helped the safety. Now that time, he just turned and went right to the left, reading the quarterback's eyes, because Sindelar never even looked to the top side.
Punting from his end zone, Shopper. Good punt, Vandenberg. All the way back at the 35, and it rolls. Picks it up at the 23. And Vandenberg out at the 30-yard line. Talking with Kirk Ferentz yesterday, one area that has really been a concern for his is punt return. Vandenberg let a couple go by him last week at Wisconsin for about 20 yards. They hadn't returned a punt in 2 games until today.
Well, one of the main things in the punt game you can't do is let the ball hit the ground. That ball's in the air. You've got to field that ball. Vandenberg's got to make that catch. He's got to be able to get under that punt.
Career-long 68-yard punt for Joe Shopper. What a big kick at a big moment with the wind at his back. So now the Hawkeyes at the 29. Butler tripped up, trying to make his move. Antoine Miles, who's had a good day, makes the tackle. Tuesday on an all-new journey, see how one family has made a big difference in the life of Indiana wide receiver Simi Cobbs. Plus an all-access look at the top 25 clash today between Michigan and Wisconsin. Don't miss an all-new episode of The Journey, Big Ten Football 2017, Tuesday, 10 Eastern, right here on BTN.
Tell you, Bailey's had himself a nice game today. McCollum's had a nice game today. Neal on the inside. Got some pretty solid defenders for this Purdue defense.
Second down and 10 at the 29. Stanley to throw. Pressure coming. Stanley in trouble, and Stanley is sacked. T.J. McCollum went airborne to land on Nathan Stanley.
Yeah, not a lot of people talk about McCollum. McCollum is a really good player, one of the best players I've watched in the Big Ten all season long. He's coming on a blitz, you're going to see him. Now, the guy he just ran over is a really good player. He just dropped, watch him drop his hips, and he just powers through him. That is a big-time play. Well done, T.J. McCollum. You're a good player.
Second sack of the year, 5th sack today for Purdue. Iowa had allowed 16 all year. And here's Butler on 3rd and 21. Butler well shy of any first down, and the Hawkeyes will punt. And the crowd getting a little restless again as we wind down this third quarter.
At one point, Brian Ferentz is going to have to open this thing up. He's going to have to put it on his quarterback and say, you know, it's you're going to have to win it for us. This Purdue defense is tough to run against. They are grudgingly giving up yards.
Another punt. Anthrop backs away from this one, dying at the 39.
Not a good day in the punt department for the Hawkeyes.
So Iowa thought they had Purdue in the field position game, then a 68-yard punt by Joe Shopper flips the field. Purdue's defense comes up big, and all of a sudden the Boilermakers back with good field position near their own 40-yard line. From the 39 on first down, batted down. Brady Reef, second time he's poked one out of the air today, and it's 2nd and 10.
He had Phillips. Phillips was open, sitting in his zone.
From the 44, first down, Sindelar to the air, caught at the 40, and falling forward is Cole Herdman to the 38-yard line. See, there you go.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
One at a time, no.
Exactly.
Oh, his friend helping him out by dumping the whole bowl. DJ Knox to the 37-yard line. Ball may have come out.
Yeah.
It did come out. Kirk Barron has it.
Was stopped.
You heard forward progress stop, so it's 3rd down. And you cannot review. When they say forward progress is stopped, that is not a reviewable play. So 3rd down and 4 at the Hawkeye 38.
Time for somebody on Iowa to make a defensive play.
Sindelar, 3 touchdowns, a career high today. 3rd and 4, Sindelar, swing pass dropped by DJ Knox. Was going to be close. He was going to have to make a move on Jake Gervais to get the 1st down, but he dropped it, rendering that point moot, and it's 4th down.
It was the right place to go with the ball. It was the only thing he had. They took coverage away. Where they really took it away is Mahungu down the field. They've done a really nice job. That was an excellent job with Josh Jackson.
Joe Shopper on to punt from the Iowa 38-yard line. 68-yarder his last time. This time he'll try to finesse it deep. Hangs it up into the wind. Vandenberg with the catch near the 16-yard line. Iowa, all 30 points today have been scored in the end zone. The Hawkeyes are moving towards right now with that wind at their back. From the 17, Stanley will go to the air on 1st down. Wanted to go deep, checks it down, and throws it over the head of James Butler. Boy, Purdue's defense has been so good today, Matt.
Yeah, and they have, and they've been able to get home free, and a lot of times getting unblocked. But they've been getting the sacks to the inside and off the edge virtually all game long. And if Brian Ferentz, the offensive coordinator for Iowa, is going to open this thing up, he's going to have to solve the sacks off the edge.
2nd down and 10 at the 17. Akram Wadley the carry, and nowhere to go for Wadley. Let's check in with Lisa.
Well, we can get this. We've got one more quarter, boys, is what Jeff Brom told this sideline. And frankly, it's a sideline that's not just excited, it's confident. I'm hearing all kinds of things of one more quarter, we have them right where we want them. Jeff Brom does not use the getting qualified or eligible for a bowl game as a carrot yet, but mark my words, this team is very visible and that they know that they're playing for the season here tonight.
Yeah, if they win this one and win next week in the matchup with Indiana for the Old Oaken Bucket, Jeff Brom's squad's going bowling in their 1st year at Purdue. Fumbled snap. Stanley able to gather himself and fire. The catch is made by Easley, and that's a 1st down. Good poise by Nathan Stanley.
Exactly, Kevin. That was money right there. He saw that safety coming. He trusted his back was going to come over. Watch the back come over. He's going to come up, and he picks the ball up, and then there's good protection, and that is a dart right where it needed to be.
Yeah, tip of the cap to that offensive line. You don't see a fumbled snap turn into a 1st down very often. But they gave him the time to find Easley. 1st down at the 29. Purdue bringing pressure. Stanley throws, and it's dropped by Easley. He had some room to run as he headed for that far sideline, but he couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, he's matched up on McCullum underneath. You're going to run away from McCullum. I mean, McCullum can run, but it's a receiver on a backer. That's going to happen. Look, this is the time right now. I think this is a critical time. You've got to open this thing up, and it looks like they're trying to do that.
Second and 10 at the 29. The give is to Wadley, looking for the edge, and he's run out of bounds shy of the 35. It's like about a 5-yard gain for Wadley. Izuchukwu and Jawan Bentley over there to run him out. Now 3rd down.
They're 3rd and about 3 or so, maybe more.
About 5.
He went out and crashed. Yeah, 3rd and 5. So if I'm the Colt, do I dial up a blitz right here? Get pressure, try to have the ball come out fast? To me, the answer is yes. Let's see if he does it. No, he did.
On 3rd and 5, just a 4-man rush over the middle. Easley with the catch, able to keep his balance with his right hand and scramble forward to get the 1st.
They're just moving the chains. That's what they have to. They've got to be able to get points at the end of this. He slips right there. You're right, Kevin. Without that hand, it's short of a 1st, but he has the wherewithal to be able to get it.
Hawkinson motioning on first down. Wadley trying to get outside. Pushed back by Wilson and then slips making his cut. And he loses yardage to the 37, a loss of 4. Okonye covered him up, but give Eddie Wilson the credit for that one.
Exactly right. So Okonye makes the tackle, but Wilson makes the play. Wilson's been making quite a few plays here today. A little bit on the undisciplined side. When he gets his game together, that's a good football player. I tell you, his first couple steps, we talked about him coming off the ball. He's pretty darn good.
2nd and 14 at the 37. Stanley, good strike thrown. Vandenberg with the catch. More on Eddie Wilson. Here's Lisa Byington.
Yeah, he's not playing 100% healthy. He had to get that left ankle retaped. And remember, guys, that's an ankle that's been bothering him all season long. It's an ankle that actually put him out eventually of the Wisconsin game earlier in the year. It's also an ankle that gave him some problems last week, so keep an eye on that.
It's also an ankle that he's still favored. You can see it as he's walking.
Oh, we're getting some great shots here today, Matt. Nice close-up of the limp there from Eddie Wilson. 3rd down and 8 at the 43. Stanley, good protection, throws it short to Wadley. Now Wadley looking for the first down. He's got it. Thieneman chased him out.
He got the first, but kept. When he first took off, he slipped again. That's the 2nd time he slipped in as many plays. You're gonna watch it. Trying to get his stuff together, you're just like, whoa. Akram Wadley, though, is one good football player and has, you know what he has? His great awareness of where he's at on the field at all times. Understood where the first was, got the first.
Hawks now 5 of 9 on 3rd down in the second half. They were 1 for 6 in the first half. Butler now the running back, play action. Stanley will throw it short to Butler, makes the catch at the 45 and down at the 44 in the arms of Marcus Bailey. It's a 2-yard gain.
Even when they try to push something down the field, they end up always checking it down, which tells you they're not getting any separation down the field. And in this particular play, it was the same thing. Nothing there, so they check it back underneath.
Time becoming a factor now, Matt. 8:55 to play in the 4th. And Iowa's still a long way from the end zone.
They've got to get points on this drive. This has got to be 6 points. You get 6 here, and then you play for that last one, you're good.
11th play of the drive, 2nd and 8 at the Purdue 44. 3-step drop over the middle. Hawkinson can't pull it in. Is it picked off? What a pick by Navon Mosley. Off the carom, Mosley with a circus grab to turn the Hawkeyes away.
Somebody needed to make a play, and Mosley was the guy. They tried to force that ball on the inside, and it, you know, people see the people see the losses, but this is a good football team.
Jones again. And Jones inside the Iowa 45, down near the 44, pickup of 3. Josie Jewell, who's into double figures tackle-wise, 7th straight game with double-digit tackles in the 21st game in his career into double figures.
And he'd rather have the win any time. And that, you know, it's 7.5 minutes going here with this Purdue team playing with good confidence. That thing looks like it's kind of slipping away on them.
And the Boilermakers trying to keep their hopes for a bowl game alive. If they can win here, it comes down to next week against Indiana. Each team a win away from bowl eligibility as Jones trying to find some room up the middle, runs into the arms of Nathan Bujita after a pickup of a yard. 3rd down and 5 at the 42.
Critical down right here for both teams. And so what you got, if you're Iowa right now, you have got to get off the field. It's your only shot. You got to get off the field, get the ball back, and you've got to score points. See if Sindelar can get it for him.
Third down, Sindelar looking deep down the sideline, incomplete. Aiming for Gregory Phillips, Matt Hankins, the freshman with excellent coverage.
And there's your crack in the armor right there. This good coverage, and this still has a chance.
Oh,
that goes right through his hands, Kevin. That should have been a catch. Oh, look at that.
What a throw by Sindelar.
Great throw by Sindelar.
He's really been on today, Matt.
Yes,
Had a fine day. Punt into the wind, a very short one. Vandenberg goes out. The ball is in the hands of the Boilermakers. It caroms off Vandenberg, and Antonio Blackman scoops it up at the 16. Purdue ball.
By the return team, recovered by the kicking team. First down and 10, Purdue.
Punt returns have been a concern for Kirk Ferentz.
You know what this is right here? This is, I've got to catch the ball no matter what. I can't let it happen like it did a week ago.
Yep.
That's exactly what
Great
happened.
point, because last week, 2 went by him, cost him yardage and field position. Matt Vandenberg was absolutely intent on making that play, battling the wind, and Purdue gets another chance. From the 16, it's Jones trying to get to the outside. A flag comes in. May have been a face mask on Epinesa.
Markel Jones, the ball carrier, and there's a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, you can see Epinesa right there. Tell you what, our camera guy, you're right, Kevin. We've had some great shots here tonight.
I mean, I'm not surprised. We've been with this crew all year. They must have got a good night's sleep last night. They're really on it today.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 94. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, tonight, men's basketball's on BTN as the Terrapins square off with Bucknell. The action tips off tonight at 8:30 Eastern right here on BTN and streaming live on BTN To Go and Fox Sports Go. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the fourth, and Purdue looking to put this one away. First and goal for the Boilermakers. Bobbled. Sindelar able to cover it up. Knox trying to grab it. Sindelar got it back, and it's second and goal.
Yeah, so one went the wrong way. I don't know who it was, but one of them did. But the wherewithal to get on it was present there by Sindelar. Tighten the coverage. Give me a little pressure. Put some pressure on this quarterback.
And remember, they're going into the wind, so no field goal is considered a chip shot in this spot of the field. Second down, Sindelar airing it out. Back corner of the end zone, missing Gregory Phillips. Hankins again on the coverage.
Nicely done. Now short area of the field. You're inside the 10-yard line. So you want it, you have a short field. You don't have to, you just have to get your hands on and be physical for 20 yards. That's it. The only way to really run away from coverage here is a crossing route. And so your inside cover guys, your backers and stuff, they've got to be aware of crossers down here. You got to be able to knock them off.
Anthony Mahungu at the bottom of the screen against Jackson.
They haven't touched him since his 5 straight throws.
On third and goal, Sindelar rolling right, throws it short to Anthrop. Excellent defensive play by Ben Neiman. Blocked the entire time by Cole Herdman. He still made the tackle.
Yeah, well, Herdman thought he had him blocked, but he was just toying with him. He was just playing with him. And when the time came to have to make the play, he just disengaged and made the play. Neiman's, that's a good, solid football player.
Now remember this wind, Matt. It's fourth and goal. Normally in this situation, you'd think about a field goal, but Purdue's offense is staying out there.
Yeah. And it's, of course, it's fourth and goal. He's got to go to the end zone. Anything underneath is no good. And they'll take the timeout.
They'll call timeout.
Timeout, Purdue.
And we may see the kicker out here, and we will. They're going to try a field goal when we return on BTN for a short field goal. But again, this is into a very stiff wind. 27-yard try for J.D. Dellinger.
Tough angle, too.
Dellinger from 27. And the kick by Dellinger is good. That was not an easy 27-yard field goal. J.D. Dellinger made it.
He said it's only a 2-score game, Kev.
Kickoff into the wind, taken at the 2-yard line by Smith-Marset. Amir Smith-Marset has a big lane, has speed to the 40. Smith-Marset to midfield and pulled down at the 45-yard line. TJ Jallow saved a touchdown as Smith-Marset had a full head of steam, but gives Iowa the short field.
All right, just running with his eyes. So this is designed to go to the left as you're looking at it. He sees it open to the right, and then, hey, just run where they're not. That's what he does very well. His pride came back.
Broke the tackle of kicker Spencer Evans to get extra yardage. And out at the 45 is where the Hawks break huddle, first down.
This game is far from over. Quick 6 right here, and we got ourselves another game. Whole different game.
Max Cooper in there at the slot at the bottom of your screen. Toss to the sidelines short, skips in front of Vandenberg, and it's second down. Nate Stanley, 12 of 24, 132 yards and an interception. Our State Farm postgame report coming up. Still 3:41 to play here in the fourth.
But it feels like he played better than that, Kevin,
it does.
doesn't it?
Yeah, as I'm saying those numbers, they didn't seem right, but they are.
No, the numbers are right. He's got to finish it right here.
Second and 10 at the 45. Pressure up the middle. He's in trouble, and he's sacked again. Jalen Robinson and Izuchukwu both there. The 6th sack for Purdue. Matt, they had 16 sacks as a defense all year. They have 6 in this game.
There is no way that you were going to say that you're going to get all these sacks. You're going to Robinson's coming number 13. He's working to the inside. That's just Izuchukwu on the outside, forcing back inside. Robinson cleaned it up.
That's a season high in sacks for Purdue, as you might imagine. Third down and 15. Stanley, pressure again. Throws to the sideline, and what a catch by Smith-Marset.
And what a dart! That ball was right where it had to be. I mean, coverage was all over him. He stuck that thing on him.
Hawks get a first down. Stanley trying to get him going. 2:49 to play. Down 15 at home. Stanley again, 4-man pressure. Throws, caught easily at the 25. Clock will run. Thieneman on the stop.
He's got to hurry it.
Hawkeyes had to use a timeout earlier. They have 2 remaining. They'll hustle up to the line on 2nd and 1 at the Purdue 25.
First down will stop the clock, but this is running right now. He's got to get it out.
2nd down and 1. Stanley, the give to Wadley. Wadley with a first down, twisting to the Purdue 19. Clock stops while they set the chains. 2:15 to play.
He's got to go to the end zone right now. It's 20-yard throw, not a big deal.
Clock running. Out to slide under 2 minutes to go. Stanley taking a lot of time. First down and 10 at the 19. Shotgun snap to Stanley. Floats it down the sideline looking for the end zone. The pass incomplete. Wanted Vandenberg. No flags.
Good coverage. Good call. Official's right there. He's on top of the whole thing. Yeah, so they're going to hand fight a little bit. He's going to let him play. Vandenberg does the same thing. That's good. I'm good with that.
Second down and 10 at the 19. Stanley hit as he throws for the sideline. Smith-Marset with the grab. It's 1st and goal.
money again, Kevin. As I said, he seems like he's playing better than what those numbers were, because the ball's coming out really well, and he is dead on.
1st and goal at the 6. Hawkeyes trying to frantically rally in this game, down 15. Stanley again, pressure up the middle. Stanley in trouble, steps away, and slings it out of bounds, incomplete.
Smartly throws it out, that's okay. Yeah, that ball was thrown, Kevin, before that break was ever made. So it's great anticipation and understanding exactly where his receiver is going to be. He's going to have all that right now. He's got to score now.
Stanley's taking some punishment.
He's also dropping some dimes, man. He's throwing the ball well.
2nd and goal at the 6. Stanley floating it for Smith-Marset. DeJuan Hunt, the closest player on either team to that ball, and it's 3rd and goal.
Hunt's seen the same route 2 times in a row.
3rd down and goal.
Get Fant to the back of the end zone.
He's got 7 touchdown catches this year. Not on the field right now, though.
No, Hawkinson put him in the back of the end zone. Run him around the back, off the edge.
Hawkinson to the bottom of the screen. 3rd and goal at the 6. Stanley looking. Pressure again. In trouble. Stanley able to get away.
Good for him.
Stanley looking for the end zone. Nobody open. Now throws, and he throws it away. It's 4th and goal. Antoine Miles was hot in pursuit of Nathan Stanley. And the Hawkeyes game and chances are coming down to this play right here on 4th and goal.
He had the right idea with Hawkinson in the back of the end zone. He just couldn't get there.
The wind really whipping right now. Just blew the ball off its spot at the 6-yard line.
And Fant back in the game.
He and Smith-Marset to the top of the offensive line along with Nick Easley. Vandenberg to the bottom of the screen. 4th down and goal.
Rush 3, drop 8.
Stanley throwing end zone. Caught, Fant, touchdown!
For the Iowa touchdown.
All right, Kevin, 1 of 2 things. You go for 2 now or you wait. For me, I wait. I get the sure thing right now and get my extra point in. They're going to go for 2.
Looks like they're going for 2. The problem with this is if you don't get it,
Exactly.
it's over.
Exactly.
It's a 9-point game.
So that's why I take the point.
Iowa going for 2, trying to make it a 7-point game with 64 seconds to play. Stanley changing it up.
Checked it.
Here's the 2-point try. Pressure coming. Stanley for the end zone. Looking for Fant. No good.
It's over.
And it's a 9-point game with 64 seconds to go.
Why you kick the field goal. I mean, to kick the extra point there. Give yourself a chance, live for another down.
A quick 30-second timeout in Iowa City. So Iowa opts to go for 2 in a 9-point game. They do not get it. And now even if they kick onside, get the ball back, go down right away, score another touchdown, and convert on a 2-point try, Matt, It's a one-point
short,
game.
exactly.
And they lose by 1.
Yeah, you want to get the point for sure. Take your chance at the end. A little surprised with that.
So now, instead of it being an 8-point game and recovering the onside kick means if you get it back, you've got a chance. Timeout taken by Purdue.
Timeout Purdue.
Instead,
Your second of the
you've
half.
got an onside
30
kick it,
seconds.
score. It's a steep hill. Racinos will kick. Hands team out for Purdue. There's the kick. Hops up right into the hands of the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
That's a
Purdue
big
ball. There's a flag down.
That's a big win for Purdue.
Keeps their season and their bowl chances alive as Hopkins has to be helped up.
Especially coming in here into Iowa, playing this Iowa team the way they play. Very similar teams.
Offside. Kicking team, number 80. 5-yard penalty. Purdue ball. First on and 10.
Hawkeye fans have to be thinking, what happened to the team we saw on November 4th
Exactly.
to beat Ohio State
Yep.
55-24 right in this building? Went to Wisconsin and lost last week, and now come back home on senior day, and they're going to lose to the Purdue Boilermakers. And our Duluth Trading hardest working player, this is one of the easiest picks of the year, Elijah Sindelar. He was terrific today. 229 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, was in complete control all day long. And as you said earlier, Matt, if this is a nicked up Elijah Sindelar,
Keep him nicked.
they should keep him out of practice every Monday or Tuesday to start the week. Markel Jones with the carry. Iowa with 2 timeouts left. They'll take 1 of their 2.
Kevin, the other thing that needs to be said is Jeff Brom is the real
30
deal.
seconds.
Jeff Brom is a really good coach.
And he's got Purdue 1 win away from a bowl. Third down and 9. Again a run. Iowa can't stop it. Markel Jones breaking free. First down and more. And Jones pulled down at the 10 by Matt Hankins. And that run seals Purdue's 5th win of the season.
Tackled by Matt Hankins.
Kevin, the thing I want to go back to in this game, which was a turning point in this game, was when they came out in the 3rd quarter and they had Mahungu outside in a matchup that they liked. And they went to it and went to it and went to it 5 straight times until they scored twice. And that's the difference in the game. And that, my friend, was on that coach. That's a heck of a play call.
Jeff Brom called a terrific game today, and next week not only will the old Oaken bucket be up for grabs, but inside the old Oaken bucket you'll find a bowl bid, because the winner gets the bucket and the winner's going bowling. Purdue and Indiana both 1 win away with first-year head coaches from going to a bowl game as the Boilermakers shock the Hawkeyes in Iowa City. 24-15 the final. Iowa now 6-5 before their date with Nebraska at the end of the year. Purdue at 5-6. Both teams 3-5 in league play.
So, Kevin.